All right, now you can hear me. Well, I'm going to say it again. Happy 2026. And what best way than to come to Friday Night Folk, right? And on top of that, we have our very own Geoff Kaufman. How special is that? Anyway, I'm keeping this brief because Katrina is going to introduce Geoff. I just want to make sure our phones are off. Second, exits. I want you to look behind you. There's an exit right over on the right over here if you want to look. There's an exit if you've eaten any food yet. There's an exit that way. And then there's, of course, the exit that you came in the front. And there's also an exit on the middle of that hallway. So there's plenty of, if ever, never, ever, something happens. But we're just very happy to be here. And this is an excellent crowd. And Geoff is, how many of people here are friends from Westerly? Look at this. Wow. It's your gain, our loss here in New London, but we still get to see Geoff many times in our Friday Night Folk. Are you ready, Katrina? All right. I'm going to send it over here to Katrina, and she's going to introduce Geoff Kaufman, and thank you so much for being here. See if I can get out of here.
Good evening. I can't see my notes, but welcome. So I've known Geoff Kaufman since I moved to Mystic in 1985. I think he was here a little before me. We met at Mystic Seaport, where we were both working. And before that, he was with the Clearwater, Pete Seeger, and the Sloop Singers for 10 years, doing environmental singing and activism to help clean up the Hudson River. And before that, he was originally from the Catskill Mountains, where he grew up there. So he's been singing for a long time. He's been concerned about the environment, about social issues, and also done a lot of sea music in his time there. So he produced and released a new CD just last year, or in 2024, and that's the In a Day Like Today, and that is available in the back at the break, and that is both a CD and as a release. A thumb drive. Thank you to our merch table volunteers back there. All right, and let's see. So, a lot going on in the world right now. You obviously all thought that with all that's going on, I need to get out, take care of myself, see friends and neighbors, hear some songs, get inspired, and that's what we're here for tonight with Geoff Kaufman.
Thank you, Katrina, and what a pleasure to be back here. I've been on the committee for this series for quite a while, and for a lot of years I shared this January concert with artists that I wanted to bring in and people that I wanted to sing with and whatever, but I don't know, 6-7 years ago I said to the committee, you know what? I think I want to do the whole thing myself because I got a lot of songs I want to sing. Welcome, welcome one and all. There's room here at this table. Come in, fill up the hall. The broken and the able. Good friends and neighbors near at hand, and strangers from a far-off land. As family with you we stand, let nothing come between us. You can sing that last line when it comes around in the next two verses. There's food aplenty for us all, and hands to help the frail, clothing for the naked child, and shelter from the gale. The weary traveler here may rest among us as an honored guest. Good fellowship the only test, let nothing come between us. The winds of hatred fan the flames that burn across this nation, while men of wealth seek to destroy this marvelous creation. So to each other we must turn before the point of no return. The good of all our one concern, let nothing come between us. The good of all our one concern, let nothing come between us. I'll thank David Collar for that song. And I want to kind of go light on the heavy tonight. My mind is just full of too much. And maybe mostly tonight we can be here to share with each other this space and a chance to relax from some of that pain that's out there. So I got some favorite new songs that I haven't done here before, and this one comes from one of my all-time favorite songwriters, Joe Jenks. How many of you know Joe Jenks? Oh, okay. Well, if you don't, you ought to be checking him out, because he's done a dozen incredible albums. This song he wrote quite a while ago, and he said it was just a gift. But it makes a lot of sense for all of us who are, particularly our singers and players. As I was walking down the only road I knew, I came across a place where the road turned into two. I took the one that looked less worn. I did the best I could till I happened on a wise man all alone out in the wood. He looked at me a moment and he looked up at the sky. He turned around as if to speak, but all he did was sigh. So I ventured forth a question. I said, surely you must know, will the road that I now travel take me where I want to go? He said, do it for the power and you'll surely be a slave. Do it for the glory and you'll find an early grave. Do it for the laughter and you'll surely find your smile. Do it for the singing and you've gone the extra mile. Well, I still had some questions I thought would clear the air. So I turned around to ask and found he was no longer there. I thought this might be God I saw as I fell down on my knees, but soon enough I heard my answer in the wind coming through the trees. He said, do it for the power and you'll surely be a slave. Do it for the glory singing, and you've gone the extra mile. Many moons have come and gone, now and then I've gone astray, but I come back to the path, 'cause for me it is the only way. I don't have much money, but I find I have more time to seek the answers that I need in the eyes of those I find. Do it for the power and you'll surely be a slave. Do it for the glory and you'll find an early grave. Do it for the laughter and you'll surely find your smile. Do it for the singing and you've gone the extra mile. Do it for the power and you'll surely be a slave. Do it for the glory and you'll find an early grave. Do it for the laughter and you'll surely find your smile. Do it for the singing and you've gone the extra mile. Do it for the singing and you've gone the extra mile. Thanks. Well, I want to say there's a streaming crowd out there, I hope, and among the people that might be out there might be Larry Kaplan tuning in from England. So I want to do one of his songs. I want to say hello to Dick and Judy, who I'm pretty sure are out there, and maybe with a little luck, Art and Trish. Greetings to everybody who's out in that other audience outside. Blue skies, south wind, fish jumping into your hand. What a time to be working old Nantucket Sound, from the islands into the mainland. Get me my fiddle, we'll sing all the old songs. You take the high notes, I'll sing the low. Good times and hard times, they're worth all the telling. Don't matter to me if you sing 'em that well. You might want to try that chorus. Get me my fiddle. Get me my fiddle, we'll sing all the old songs. You take the high notes and I'll sing the low. You take the high notes, I'll sing the low. Good times and hard times, they're worth all the telling. Good times and hard times, they're worth all the telling. Don't matter to me if you sing 'em that well. Worn out, smelling a bait, you come in at the end of the day. When the sun over West chopped the warm summer breezes, made you feel it never could change. Get me my fiddle, we'll sing all the old songs. You take the high notes, I'll sing the low. Good times and hard times, they're worth all the telling. Don't matter to me if you sing 'em that well. I remember days you worked for your living, pushing hard to get back to shore. Oh, you busted your back, you never got dinner. They don't talk much of that anymore. Get me my
asleep to their stories, stayed awake in the hollering wind, sang your songs till the children were all tucked away warm, and the night tide come rolling back in. Get me my fiddle, we'll sing all the old songs. You take the high notes, I'll sing the low. Times and hard times are worth all the telling. Don't matter to me if you sing 'em that well. Get me my fiddle, we'll sing all the old songs. You take the high notes, I'll sing the low. Good times and hard times, they're worth all the telling. Don't matter to me if you sing 'em that well.
Thanks. I'm going to move this away a little bit. If I can buy this. That should work. So that song was written, it's called Song for Gail Huntington on Martha's Vineyard. And Gail Huntington was the island historian. And he also went on to, he taught, in school. And one day, one of the students came in with kind of a big format book of some kind. And it had some pictures in it, but under the pictures was a journal from a whaling ship. And that got him onto the idea of collecting those journals. And he ended up publishing 2 volumes of songs coming from whaling ships. So Gail Huntington was kind of a special guy. And what's wonderful about the way that Larry writes songs is, and this is sort of true of a lot of the traditional material that we sing, people are very careful about what it is they're describing. And in this case, he says, I remember days you worked for a living, pushing hard to get back to shore. And what he's talking about is Gail Huntington being in a dory, an 18-foot long boat, very tippy until you get a lot of fish in it. But one way or the other, usually you sit in one of the thwarts and you row backwards. But really good dorymen stand up and they row forwards. So he was pushing his way back to shore. Little details like that are really, really special in these songs. Well, let's see. There are some people here who know that I sometimes take a while to get around to learning a song. This one, Nick told me I should sing this song. And he told me that long years and years ago. So I kind of been waiting, but I'm going to give it a try. From John Denver. The wind is the whisper of our mother, the earth. The wind is the hand of our father, the sky. The wind watches over our struggles and pleasures. The wind is the goddess who first learned to fly. Of course, Nick was out of the room when I started this song. Now he's back. The bearer of bad and good tidings, the weaver of darkness, the bringer of dawn. The wind brings the rain, yes, and builds us a rainbow. The wind is the singer who sang the first song. The wind is the twister of anger and warnings. The wind brings the fragrance of freshly mown hay. The wind
summer's day. The wind knows the songs of cities and canyons, thunder of mountains, roar of the sea. The wind is the taker and bringer of mornings. The wind is the symbol of all that is free. So welcome the wind and the wisdom she offers. Follow her summons when she calls again. In your heart and your spirit, let the breezes surround you. Lift up your voice then and sing with the wind. La 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 la. Thank you. So this is a song that came my way last year. Every year, Penny and I have been going for many years up to a festival on Swans Island in Maine, very far end of Penobscot Bay. And the guy who organizes that sends out an invitation, and at the head of that invitation, his invitation are done as comics. It's kind of a wild guy and what he does, but in this case, at the very top of it, he put this song. And then when I got there, the invite came out 3 months before we went up there. We get up there in the first Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday of August. And when I got there, nobody else had picked up on this song, and I kind of worked on it, but I wasn't ready for trotting out at that point. But as a good you, this is a kind of interesting song because, well, she wrote this. This is from Susan Werner, another songwriter you should pay some attention to. And she put out an album of gospels for agnostics. When I close my eyes so I would not see, my Lord did trouble me. When I let things stand that should not be, my Lord did trouble me. When I lift my head too high, too proud, my Lord did trouble me. When I lift my voice too little, too loud, my Lord did trouble me. There's a lot of did trouble me's that come along, and you can join right in when it does. Did trouble me with a word or a sign or the ringing of the bell in the back of my mind. Did trouble me, did stir my soul to make me human, to make me whole. When I slept too long and I slept too deep, my Lord did trouble me. You guys got to be, this is a gospel thing. You got to join in here. When I slept too long and I slept too deep, my Lord did trouble me. Put a troublesome vision into my sleep, my Lord did trouble me. myself away and depart. My Lord did trouble me. When the tears of my brother didn't stir my heart, my Lord did trouble me. Did trouble me with a word or a sign or the ringing of the bell in the back of my mind. Did trouble me. Did stir my soul to make me human, to make me whole. From here on it turns to will trouble me. Of this I'm sure, this I know, my Lord will trouble me. Whatever I do, wherever I go, my Lord will trouble me. In the whisper of the wind, in the rhythm of a song, my Lord will trouble me. Keep me on the path where I belong, my Lord will trouble me, will trouble me. With a word or a sign or the ringing of the bell in the back of my mind, will trouble me, will stir my soul to make me human, to make me whole, will trouble me. When word or a sign or the ringing of the bell in the back of my mind will trouble me, stir my soul to make me human, to make me whole, to make me human, to make me whole.
Thank you. Well, I'm going to resurrect a little combination that I did years ago. I actually recorded in the other sanctuary an album called Touchstones that's available back there. And it was wonderful because a lot of the people that came knew the choruses to the songs. There's a lot of great singing on that album. But for this, I need to change garb a little bit here. When I first did this, I actually had a real white jacket to go with the white pants. And I should have had a white vest and all that, but you're just going to have to, this is the best I can do. From a guy who traveled this country making his opinions known back at the latter part of 2 centuries ago and into the early part of the 19th century. I'm doing this partly because we finally got around to watching The American Buffalo. How many of you have seen that on PBS? It's well worth going to watch because it tells it really tells the full story of how the buffalo functioned in this country, and how it was a part of the environment, and how its decimation was, well, you get part of the story in this piece. I have been considering the traits and dispositions of the lower animals, so-called, and contrasting them with the traits and dispositions of man. I find the result humiliating to me, for it obliges me to relinquish my allegiance to the Darwinian theory of the ascent of man from the lower animals. For it seems clear to me that that theory ought to be vacated in favor of a new and truer one, this new and truer one to be called the descent of man from the higher animals. In proceeding toward this unpleasant conclusion, I have not guessed, nor conjectured, nor speculated in any way, but have applied what is commonly called the scientific method. That is to say, I've taken every postulate which presented itself and applied it through the proper course of experiment, and have accepted or rejected it according to the result. Some of my experiments were quite curious. In the course of my reading, I came across a case where, many years ago on our Great Plains, some hunters organized a buffalo hunt for the entertainment of an English earl. That and to supply some meat for his larder. They had charming sport. They killed 72 of those great animals, ate part of one of them, and left the 71 to rot. In order to determine the difference between an earl and an anaconda, I caused 7 young calves to be thrown into the anaconda's cage. The grateful reptile immediately seized one, swallowed it, and lay back satisfied. Showed no further interest in the other calves, nor disposition to harm them. I tried the same experiment with other anacondas, always with the same result. It stood proven that the difference between an earl and an anaconda is that the earl is cruel and the anaconda isn't, and that the earl will wantonly destroy that which he has no use for, and the anaconda won't. This seemed to suggest that the anaconda was not descended from the earl. It also seemed to suggest that the earl was descended from the anaconda and had lost a good deal in the transition. Oh, I'll take that picture. Thank you very much. When I sit in contemplation of the human situation, I often feel a certain sense of pride. Our achievements are many and mighty, and the evidence cannot be denied. For my reverie is shaken, for my thoughts are often taken to a tragedy that happened long ago. When there roamed through this land beings awesome and grand, the fabulous dinosaurs. They were creatures of a manner quite reptilian in their unique and stylish way, and their numbers could be counted in the millions, though there's 0 of these heroes in the world today. They had music, art, and fashion. They had dinosauric passion, and I think they'd be enraged and mortified that when they're mentioned today, it's only to say their brains were small and they died. Wah, 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 wah. Their brains were small and they died. Now perhaps some asteroid that Mother Earth could not avoid became the agent of the premature demise. Well, I know that these things can happen, but who are we to criticize? We'll pay most any price to have the ultimate device that ensures the perfect global suicide. I would venture instead that the humanoid head is where the tinier brain resides. And when we're gone, our works begin to crumble until nothing can be found. In 10 million years, some other guys will stumble on our fossils, and some fellow will begin to expound. In a scientific study to his cockroach science buddies, the evidence cannot be denied. They were big, dumb, and slow. They couldn't go with the flow. Their brains were small and they died. Wah, 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 wah. Their brains were small and they died. So that was another Mark. It was Mark Graham that wrote that one. But those two go together so well. Well, someone has been pestering me to sing something that I wrote. That would be Dot, among others. I mean, a few people have asked in the past, and I've never gotten around to it. I haven't written very many songs, but this one I wrote back a long time ago, when Foxwoods was just kind of getting going, and I was singing at the Seaman's Inn, right there by the seaport, and a big article was written about this song. And something about that made the seaport tense. And I no longer sang at the Seaman's Inn. But this is Gold to Silver. There's gold in the trees of autumn, green in the spring wet fields, and the slate gray strength of granite calling up across these hills, and the echo of those who have lived here that's now getting lost in the din of the cars that follow the silver trail to the games they hope to win. But don't trade your gold for silver, don't gamble green for green, until you listen deeply, until you felt and seen the power of the mountain, the pulse within the land that feeds our dreams and gives us strength and a chance to understand. These hills have been home to the native for many thousand moons, and then the Whig and Tory followed the Dutch patroons. But the land has felt the changes as wave on wave of immigrants came to find a better life here, to come and stake their claim. But don't trade your gold for silver, don't gamble green for green, until you listen deeply, until you felt and seen the power of the mountain, the pulse within the land that feeds our dreams and gives us strength and a chance to understand. We say our lives are frantic, but we find time enough on our hands to build more casinos and theme parks and plug into our favorite bands. But we forget how to think and imagine, how to sing, how to dance in the sun, and we give up the land for a money high hand on a bet tastes high or a run. But there's something going missing as we play out this hand, a murmur of warning that comes from the land. Our time is passing, the mountain will stand. Let's listen if only we can. So don't trade your gold for silver, don't gamble green for green, until you've listened deeply, until you felt and seen the power of the mountain, the pulse within the land that feeds our dreams and gives us strength and a chance to understand. Let's listen if only we can. Well, Katrina mentioned that I did sing as a sloop singer with Pete Seeger for a number of years. And only after that, really, did I find out that he had written quite a few pretty amazing songs himself. And given what's going on, I think we need to pay attention to what people are saying. So this is his words, words, words. Words, words, words. In my old Bible, how much of truth remains? And if I only understood them while my lips pronounce them, would not my life be changed? Words, words, words. In old Tom's declaration, how much of truth remains? And if I only understood them while my lips pronounce them, would not my life be changed? Words, words, words. In old books and stories, how much of truth remains? And if I only understood them while my lips pronounce them, would not my life be changed? Words, words, words. On cracked old papers, how much of truth remains? And if my mind could understand them and my life pronounced them, would not this world be changed? Well, I think I got room for one more here, and we'll take a break. Lots of wonderful treats back there that I don't dare eat until after the concert, but and I do have, not only did I do the last album on a thumb drive as well as a CD, but my first album, which was done in 1987, is back there on an LP. And actually, you know, all the young singer-songwriters now are doing stuff on vinyl, charging $25 a pop. So that's a deal at 15. Okay. So I'll do something else that I wrote. Now, I wrote this for Mystic Seaport for a particular program based on the planetarium. And they kind of wanted a theme song for this particular project. So I put this together. And I've never thought about singing it for an adult audience. I usually sing it for younger people, like you. Okay. And there are some wonderful things in this song in the sense that Penny and I got to, well, she really told me about a wonderful lecture that she'd gone to by a wonderful ornithologist who talked about the fact that young birds in the nest memorize the night sky in order to navigate. So that gets into this song, stuff like that. Oh, you do have a chorus. Reach for the sky, let your mind fly. There never is a time like now. Wait a minute, I have to sing the chorus. Never mind. You'll get it. It goes like this. I never can recite a chorus. Reach for the sky, let your mind fly. There never was a time like now. Trust in
questions of where and why, and just how it all was begun. Reach for the sky, let your mind fly. There never was a time like now. Trust in your dreams and open your eyes. You don't know how far you can go till you try. Don't know how far you can go. Baby birds in their nests learn to read the night sky for signs in their yearly migration. Humankind learned to wander the seas of the earth with the art of celestial navigation. Reach for the sky, let your mind fly. There never was a time like now. Trust in your dreams and open your eyes. You don't know how far you can go till you try. Don't know how far you can go. It holds sunshine and clouds. It sends sunshine and rain. It's big enough to hold our dreams. It holds answers to questions we don't even know, and it's not as far away as it seems. Reach for the sky, let your mind fly. There never was time like now. Trust in your dreams and open your eyes. You don't know how far you can go till you try. Don't know how far you can go. That was the original song, and then back in, I don't know, 94 or so, I managed to arrange to get Pete Seeger to go to the General Assembly down in Texas, which was quite an amazing thing. So I had to add another verse, so a little double verse that put us into the UU world. We live here on earth in the family of man, but don't take that title to heart. For mothers and fathers and daughters and sons, and that is only for a start. We're the creatures of air, earth, and water we share, this delicate web of existence. Will we cherish it, or will we tear it apart? We're the ones who will make the difference. Reach for the sky, let your mind fly. There never was a time like now. Trust in your dreams and open your eyes. You don't know how far you can go till you try. Don't know how far you can go. Reach for the sky, let your mind fly. There never was a time like now. Trust in your dreams and open your eyes. You don't know how far you can go till you try. Don't know how far you can go.
All right.
Let's hear it for Geoff Kaufman. And Geoff, I just want to let you know, Dot, who's on the internet and back there on the laptop, and there's people that are watching this concert in London, England, and also in West Hollywood. So let's turn around and wave to the people. Thank you. We're excited to have Geoff back again, about 15, 20 minutes, have some more goodies, and let's have some more music, Geoff. All right, 15 or 20.
Hello. If you take your seats, we will have more music. So how about those goodies? Claire baked the bundt cake. Judy brought the little cheesecakes, if you got with cherries on top. And the other Judy made blondies. Thank you. And I baked the brownies. And the fruit made itself. So welcome back. And Nick is going to tell you a little bit more about upcoming concert.
I'm just going to briefly talk about the Pete Seeger tribute concert that's going to be happening February 13th. And we asked local musicians and musicians that we've had over the years. This year we have Sally Rogers. Isn't that amazing? And she's written a beautiful song for Pete Seeger. Hopefully she sings it, but she's going to be singing along with Geoff Kaufman. How nice is that? And we're going to have Ben Parent. Raise your hand back there, Ben. Ben and Nancy are going to... We ask... There's going to be 10 performers, and we ask each of the 10 performers to do 2 songs. And they're to do a song written by Pete, sung by Pete, or in the spirit of Pete. And it's a great opportunity to learn new Pete songs, and it's amazing. Each year we've done this, I always learn at least one new song by Pete. And boy, do we miss him, huh? But with Geoff, we still kind of feel that right here, right? Pete's here. He's here. We have a young man, Brian Gore, that's going to be performing. Ben, help me here. Steve Elsey. Steve Elsey's going to sing, hopefully, one of his new songs and a Pete song. And what? The Carolins, Paul Carolyn, Kathy Carolyn, and friends, and Denise Wallstra. We're going to do People Have the Power by Patti Smith. And that's how we're going to end the evening, and we need music, right? We need Geoff Kaufman, right? He's here. Come on, Geoff, do it.
Well, I'm feeling a little nostalgic. I mean, you know, we've gotten to the point. Actually, now might be a good time to sing happy birthday to somebody. Would be my wife, Penny. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Penny. Happy birthday to you. Don't go into the rest of those. Hey. So, actually, could we bring up the house lights a little bit so I can see people a little better? I should have requested that the first time around. I kind of like to see and talk to people a little better than squinting through the lights. So, how many of you back in your youth might have had a teddy bear? Oh, yeah, okay. And I mean, there were certainly lots of other things you might have had as a child and well, it just puts me in mind of and actually where the green room is that room to the corner, which is for younger people in this congregation to gather. And there on the wall is a little poster that relates to this song. Christopher Robin and I walked along under branches lit up by the moon, posing our questions
as the days disappeared all too soon. But I wandered much further today than I should, and I can't seem to find my way back to the wood. Help me if you can, I got to get back to the house at the corner by one. You'd be surprised, there's so much to be done. Count all the bees in the hive, and chase all the clouds from the sky. Back to the days of Christopher Robin and Pooh. Winnie the Pooh doesn't know what to do, got a honey jar stuck on his nose. He came to me asking help and advice, and from here no one knows where he goes. I told him to go ask the owl if he's there, how to loosen a jar from the nose of a bear. Help me if you can, I've got to get back to the house at the corner by one. You'd be surprised, there's so much to be done. Count all the bees in the hive, trace all the clouds from the sky. Back to the days of Christopher Robin and Pooh. And of course, Kenny Loggins eventually had a son, so he added a verse. It's hard to explain how a few precious things seem to linger throughout all our lives. When all's said and done, I was watching my son lying there with my bear in his arms. I tucked him in and I kissed him, but as I was going, I swear that old bear whispered, "Boy, welcome home." Believe me if you can, I finally got back to the house at the corner by one. Ooh, what do you know? There's so much to be done. Count all the bees in the hive, chase all the clouds from the sky. Back to the days of Christopher Robin and Pooh. Back to the days of Christopher Robin, back to the ways of Christopher Robin, back to the ways of Pooh.
When, as I was growing up, my father was a steam rail fanatic. Now, of course, we were living on a dairy farm in the Catskill Mountains, but he was, before the farm, he was a professional photographer. And he would go off, particularly loved taking pictures of steam trains. And he really had phenomenal photos. I mean, you know, if you get the train just at the right time as it's coming by with the steam and everything else, it's just phenomenal. So he took me to Steamtown, Pennsylvania, and he took me up to Vermont. And so I went on some of these trips with him. And so I kind of got into that mood with that. I love looking at those old trains. But now, we've got a project going on around here that is trying to get Shoreline East, that comes this far, over to Westerly. And it turns out the state of Connecticut, a couple of years ago, put together a whole, created a plan, you know, trying to work on the possibilities. And what they found was that going to Westerly would actually increase the ridership incredibly because, well, so many people go to Westerly. You might not think that was true. How did they know? Cell phone data. And it really, so there are, aside from Penny, there are other people in this room who are now working on that effort. And so if you want to talk to Doug Brockway back there, or Penny, and you want to help out, we have to convince the state of Connecticut that this really needs to be done. And but with all of that, in the nostalgic realm, go back to Utah Phillips. Daddy, what's a train? Is it something I can ride? Carry lots of grown-up folks and little kids inside. Is it bigger than our house now? How can I explain? When my little boy asked me, Daddy, what's a train? I remember when I was a boy, living by the tracks. Us kids would gather up the coal in a great big gunny sack. We'd hear the warning sound as the train pulls into view. The engineer would smile and wave as he went rolling through. And she blew so loud and clear, we'd cover up our ears. Counted cars as high as we could go. And I can almost hear the steam and the big old drivers scream. The sound my little boy will never know. Oh, Daddy, what's a train? Is it something I can ride? Does it carry lots of grown-up folks and little kids inside? Is it bigger than our house now? How can I explain? When my little boy asked me, Daddy, what's a train? Well, I know the times have changed. Kids are different now. Some don't even seem to know that milk comes from a cow. My little boy can tell the names of all the baseball stars. I remember how we memorized the names on the railroad cars. The Lackawanna and the TP, the Santa Fe and the PC. Oh, the Santa Fe and the big old... I can't remember them now. They're names out of the past, and I know they're fading fast. Every time a little boy looks up and says to me, Daddy, what's a train? Is it something I can ride? Does it carry lots of grown-up folks and little kids inside? Is it bigger than our house? Now how can I explain? When my little boy asked me, Daddy, what's a train? So we jumped into the car, drove down into town, right up to the depot house, though no one was around. We searched the yard together for something I could show, but I knew there hadn't been a train in a dozen years or so. And you know, it's plain to see, it meant a lot to me, because my ambition was to be an engineer. Well, back in the days when Penny and I, 30 years ago, were actually trying to create the idea of a small, light rail system from Norwich to Westerly to New London, I wrote an extra verse or two to this song. Daddy, there's a train, let's take it for a ride, on up to the ball field or down to the riverside. We'll see the people riding to their work and to their fun. We'll smile to think we're back on track, 'cause we on a done time run. So we're asking you to back our plan to get on track. Think about the world your kids will have someday. We can create jobs and clean the air and show our kids we really care. So one day your grandson's son can look at him and say, Daddy, there's a train, let's take it for a ride. You sit here beside me, the mom on the other side. We'll get there fast without a traffic jam along the way. Daddy, there's a train, let's take it for a ride today. I want to do a pair of songs that I think really are talking to each other. I've been intrigued sometimes coming across songs from quite a distance in time that seemed to be, I hope you'll get it in this one. This is a 30-year difference between the time when Leonard Cohen wrote Anthem and last year, which he finally got out in 1994. And Eliza Gilkinson's most recent album, which is called Dark Times, had a song off of that. The birds, they sang at the break of day. Start again, I thought I heard them say, don't dwell on what has passed away or what is yet to be. Oh, the wars, they will be fought again. The holy dove, she will be caught again, bought and sold and bought again. The dove is never free. Ring the bells that still can ring. Forget your perfect offering. There is a crack in everything. That's how the light gets in. We asked for signs, and the signs were sent. The birth betrayed and the promise spent. Oh, the widowhood of every government, signs for all to see. I can't run no more with that lawless crowd. The killers in high places say their prayers out loud. They've summoned up a thundercloud. They're gonna hear from me. Ring the bells that still can ring. Forget your perfect offering. There's a crack in everything. That's how the light gets in. You can count up the parts, but you won't have the sum. You can strike up the march on your little broken drum. Every heart to love will come, but as a refugee. Ring the bells that still can ring. Forget your perfect offering. There is a crack in everything. That's how the light gets in. That's how the light gets in. There's some bad news going round. Our whole world's turned upside down. Dreams are shattered, hearts are broken. Hope is driven to the ground, and sorrow takes its toll now in the dark night of the soul. It's not the first time, won't be the last time we've
brave have lost on the battleground. In the struggle, there'll be hard times when the haters cut us down. Keep your eye upon the goal now in the dark night of the soul. And when your hope is almost gone, that's the time to carry on. Keep your light on, vow to fight on, through the dark night of the soul. Call on Martin, call on Ida, the work for justice never ceased. Those who kept the light alive through even darker times than these, and will take back what was stolen in the dark night of the soul. Keep on singing, keep on dancing, keep on sparing the songs around. I'll start that verse again. Keep on singing, keep on dancing, keep on passing the songs around, and we'll heal what has been broken in the dark night of the soul. And when you can't go on any longer, then the darkest days before the dawn, keep your light on, keep your vow to fight on, through the dark night of the soul. Keep your light on, vow to fight on, through the dark night of the soul.
Part of the nostalgia for me is thinking about so many of the songwriters that I've drawn on from my repertoire and how many of them are gone. And we lost one quite recently, Archie Fisher. So I wanted to do one of his songs. I recorded this one a long, long time ago. Actually, it came out of the fact that in 1983, I got to go to a festival in Sidmouth in England, one of the biggest folk festivals in England and the biggest one I'd ever been at the time. And I met Archie Fisher and a few other songwriters from whom I rapidly stole material. And he had just written this song because the trawler fishery from his hometown was, disappearing. And what they were doing was to take old trawlers, like one he would be fishing on, and they'd take them out to the end of the breakwater and load them with stone and then burn them and sink them to extend the breakwater. So that's what he was talking about in this song. It's been 3 long years since we made her pay. Sing haul away, my laddie, oh. Can't get by on a subsidy. Sing haul away, my laddie, oh. And it's heave away o'er the final trawl. Sing haul away, my laddie, oh. It's an easy pull, for the catch is small. Sing haul away, my laddie, oh. There's a lot of lines here that repeat. You know, you can, when you hear them once, you can sing them the next time. And it's heave away, boys, and batten down. Sing haul away, my laddie, oh. I'll take the wheel aft and I'll turn around. Sing haul away, my laddie, oh. And we'll join the Venture and Morning Star. Sing haul away, my laddie, oh. Riding high and empty toward the bar. Sing haul away, my laddie, oh. Oh, I'd rather beach her on the scary rock. Sing haul away, my laddie, oh, than to see her torched in the breakers dark. Sing haul away, my laddie, oh. And when I die, you can lay me down. Sing haul away, my laddie, oh, in her empty hold where the breakers sound. Sing haul away, my laddie, oh. Oh, I fished a lifetime, boy and man. Sing haul away, my laddie, oh. And the final trawl scarcely nets a cran. Sing haul away, my laddie, oh. So, very quickly after Archie had passed, my dear friend and former singing partner from up in the Catskills, Andy Kincaid, sent me a Facebook post of Archie singing with Cyril McPhee, a song actually from a guy in Cape Breton, I believe, Cape Breton, Nova Scotia, by the name of Buddy McDonald. And it's just called We Remember You Well. And I think of a lot of people. Northwest wind blowing outside like a song. Inside here strumming, the rhythm is strong. Wood fires crackling, the embers are bright. Memories are flowing like fine wine tonight. Oh, the old times are gone, times and new times are here.
cannot live on through our whole lives in fear of old age or whatever the future may hold. We're just growing up, friends, we're not growing old. We remember you well, of you to our children will tell. Thank you for picking us up when we fell. We remember you well. Old friends are leaving like leaves from the tree. On the high winds of life, they are blown and set free from a world where they knew all the toil, love, and pain. Good times, lean times, it all seems the same. But it's hard not to feel sad for the good ones who've gone. The singers, the players, the keepers of song, they all left us something in the tales that they told. The memories they gave us and left us to hold. We remember you well, of you to our children will tell. Thank you for picking us up when we fell. Go happy now and farewell. You could sing that chorus. We remember you well, of you to our children will tell. Thank you for picking us up when we fell. We go happy now and farewell. Oh, the northwest wind blowing outside like a song. Inside here picking, the rhythm is strong. Wood fires crackling, the embers are bright. Memories are flowing like fine wine tonight. We remember you well, of you to our children will tell. Thank you for picking us up when we fell. Go happy now and farewell. We remember you well.
Well, I don't know if I should try this next one, but what the heck. It's going to be fun, even if I muddle. But I don't have an orchestra, and I don't have a chorus except for you. So when I kind of indicate, you should sing the last line that I sang, and see how we get through this. I dedicate this in part to my mother, who first went to Beaver Country Day School in Brookline, Mass, as a school child, and then later went to Radcliffe, studied music there. And I know that in both of those settings, she might well have been participating in one of these productions. From Gilbert and Sullivan. I am the very model of a modern major general. I know the king. I'll start again. I am the very model of a modern major general. I've information, vegetable, animal, and mineral. I know the kings of England, and I quote their fights historical, from Marathon to Waterloo and water categorical. I'm very well acquainted too with matters mathematical. I know understand equations, both the simple and quadratical. About binomial theorem, I'm teeming with a lot of news. Many cheerful facts about the square of the hypotenuse. Many happy facts about the square of the hypotenuse. I can't do the repeat, so you gotta listen quick. I'm very good at integral and differential calculus. I know the scientific names of beings and immaculus. In short, in fact, it matters vegetable, animal, and mineral. I am the very model of a modern major general. He is the very model of a modern major general. I know our mythic history, King Arthur and Sir Caradox. I answer hard acrostics. I've a very sweet taste of paradox. I quote in elegiacs all the crimes of Heliogabalus. In conics I can floor peculiarities parabolous. I can tell undoubted Raphaels from Girardins and Zophanies. I know the croaking chorus from the frogs of Aristophanes. Then I can hum a fugue from which I've learned the music before, and hum all the airs from that infernal nonsense pinafore. And then I can write a washing bill in Babylonic uniform. Tell you all the details of Caractacus's uniform. In short, in matters vegetable, animal, and mineral, I am the very model of a modern Major General. He is the very model of a modern general. In fact, when I know what is meant by Mamelon and Ravelin, when I can tell at sight a German Mauser from a javelin, when such affairs as sorties and surprises I'm more wary at, and when I know precisely what is meant by commissariat, when I have learnt what progress has been made in modern gunnery, when I know more of tactics than a novice in a nunnery. In short, when I've a smattering of elemental strategy, you'll say a better Major General has never sat a G. For my military knowledge, though I'm plucky and adventury, has only been brought down to the beginning of the century, and yet with matters vegetable, animal, and mineral, I am the very model of a modern Major General. I am the very model of a modern Major General. I am the very model of a modern Major General. Well, I'm sending that out to Pete Hegseth. Not that he would get the joke. So I guess I'm kind of coming down to some songs that are referencing some of what's going on here. And this one I've done here before, and I think other people have picked it up at this point, but going back to Joe Jenks.
Distant lands, the tempest tossed with hopeful hearts and calloused hands, reach for the light, the torch held high, cast their gaze upon the lady of the harbor, and she welcomes them with open arms. She says, let my children be in. Shine on, shine on, oh, you lady of the harbor. And so it was with my own kin. They sailed from Sweden and from France and Ireland, their worldly cares packed in their bags. They cast their gaze upon the lady of the harbor, and she welcomed them with open arms. She said, "Let my children in, shine on, shine on, oh, you lady of the harbor." But we're locking down the borders and we're filling up the jails, and we say they don't belong. How conveniently do we forget? We all came to learn the same sweet song. So will a dream survive the strain? Will huddled masses have the chance to learn its sweet refrain? Or will we fall into our fears and turn our back against the lady of the harbor? And we welcome them with open arms. She says, "Let my children in, shine on, shine on, oh, you lady of the harbor, shine on, shine on, oh, you lady of the harbor, oh, you lady of the harbor." Well, I know that there are some people in the audience who wanted to hear something Irish. They still out there? So many of the Irish songs are wonderful, just great kind of love songs or love songs in waiting kind of thing. I don't know. So this is one of my favorites. If I can remember how I play it. Maybe it's a different. Where the heck do I play this? That I'm gonna find this. Well, geez. Well, I might be able to sneak something else in Irish in a minute, but before I do that, let me give you this as a song that
I learned from a trio of women at a Clearwater concert, I think in Peekskill, New York, probably back in about 1986, when I was already working at the Seaport, but I was still going down and doing concerts. And this wonderful trio of women called Mad Woman in the Attic sang this song. And only recently have become aware of the fact that the third of the women in that group, whose name starts with a D, so she's the D of Mad Woman in the Attic, is Diane, who is singing with David Collar these days. So anyway, this is my wishes for you, for thanking you for coming out and giving me the chance to do what I love to do, and being kind enough to tolerate some of my foolishness. I dream of 7 days, a clockless host of hours, with their resilient ways of juvenescent powers. I dream of 7 ships. Would help if I remembered the lyric. I dream of 7 days, a clockless host of hours, with their resilient ways of juvenescent powers. I dream of 7 seas, a countless host of fishes, and on the fins of these I dream of 7 wishes. One is for a piece of the sky, one is for peace on earth. 2 are the twin drums of your heartbeat, 2 are forever and ever, and 1 is for what it's worth. I dream of 7 stars, bright enough to guide some bold and brigand ship to harbors far and wide. I dream of 7 birds that dive and swim for fishes, and on the wings of these I offer 7 wishes. 1 is for a piece of the sky, 1 is for peace on earth. 2 are the twin drums of your heartbeat, 2 are forever and ever, and 1 is for what it's worth. I dream of 7 looms and robes of golden stitches, and through the weave of these I cast my 7 wishes. I cast my 7 wishes. 1 is for a piece of the sky, 1 is for peace on earth. 2 are the twin drums of your heartbeat, 2 are forever and ever, and 1 is for what it's. 1 is for a piece of the sky, 1 is for peace on earth. 2 are the twin drums of your heartbeat, 2 are forever and ever, and 1 is for what it's worth, and 1 is for what it's worth. Well, thank you all so much. I think I'm supposed to leave the stage or something, but what the heck?
No, you can stay right there. I think they want another song, right?
Okay,
All right, Geoff.
let's see. Well, let's try this one. Oh, of all the money that I spent it in good company, and all the harm that e'er I've done, alas, it was to none but me. And all I've done for want of wit, to memory now I can't recall. So fill to me the parting glass. Good night and joy be with you all. All the comrades that e'er I've had would wish me one more day to stay, and all the sweethearts that e'er I've had would wish me one more day to stay. But since it falls unto my lot that I should rise and you should not, oh, fill to me the parting glass. Good night and joy be with you all. Good night and joy be with you all.
Thank you, Geoff. Geoff Kaufman. Thank you, Geoff, so much. Before I let you go, I'd like to say just one more thing I forgot before. Our Pete Seeger tribute concert is going to be a tribute. I mean, it's going to be a what's the right word? Fundraiser. Thank you. Fundraiser for I Ask. It's a group here, a local group here in New London, helping immigrants that are in much need. So please, we ask a donation of $25. Be generous. We need to help out right now. All right, everyone. Be back, be good, and be merry. We love you all. Thank you. Geoff Kaufman.